You are welcome to the prelim stage of the 2023 National Championship of the National Science and Maths Quiz. This is contest number 34, and it features Yilo Krobo Senior High School, St. Monica's Senior High School, and Atebubu Senior High School. Let's meet the contestants. Yilo Krobo Senior High School ended their run in the competition at the prelim stage last year. This year, they are here to make an impression. Yilo Krobo Senior High School is represented by
Apia Gabriel Kofi,
Bedasi Victor Kofi,
Gentlemen, how did it go for you in the regional qualifiers, and what should we expect from you on this stage?
Our journey hasn't been easy, but by the grace of God, we're able to sail through, and we hope that He will see us through in this contest and take us to the one-day stage successfully.
Okay, best wishes to you. St. Monica's Senior High School. They were also unable to move past the prelim stage last year. However, they put up quite an impressive performance at the regional qualifiers, and they tell me they are here to make a mark. The ladies from St. Monica's Senior High School are
Shama Apana Ayimbobini, Benedicta Oseit to Oju.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling? What should we expect from you in this competition?
You should expect the best from us because we are here to win.
Okay, best wishes to you. And then finally, we have Atebubu Senior High School. They are represented by
Asara Godfred,
Honorable Mo Emmanuel.
How has your journey been from the regional qualifying stage up until now?
our journey has not been so that easy, but today we are here and we are hoping for the best.
Okay, best wishes to you at Atebubu Senior High School. The National Science and Maths Quiz is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Girl PLC and supported by JoyNews, AT, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Pepsodent Toothpaste, Better Mold, Ghanaian Academic and Research Network, Coronation Insurance, Accra College of Medicine, Academic City University College, Cowbell, Bell Beverages, GTP, Newmont Ghana, Africa World Airlines, and YFM. My name is Dr. Thelmohine J., your quiz mistress, and this is a primetime production. To our contestant schools, we'll have this contest in 5 rounds. In round 1, I'd ask you several questions to test your knowledge of fundamental concepts in physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology. If a question comes to your school as the main question, you have 30 seconds to give an answer if there are calculations. If there are no calculations, however, I'll take your answer in 10 seconds and in 1 attempt, which means the answer you start with is the answer you end with, okay? If you answer correctly, you'll be awarded 3 points. If your answer is incorrect, there's no penalty. Another school can ring for that question and answer as a bonus. If the answer to the bonus question is correct, there's a point of 1. If the answer is incorrect, -1. If you want to ring for the bell, make sure that I have ruled on the question or the school has been bailed out before you ring your bell for the bonus. In this round, I'll start with Yilo Krobo Senior High School. A preamble. Find the length of a chord of a circle if Yilo Krobo, the radius is 15 centimeters and the distance from the center to the chord. I'll take that again. The radius is 15 centimeters and the distance from the center to the cord is 12 centimeters. Yeah, if you have an answer, speak into the microphone.
We have 18 centimeters.
Yes, that's correct. St. Monica's. The radius is 13 centimeters, and the distance from the center to the cord is 5 centimeters. Yes.
We have the distance to be 16 centimeters.
No. Yes, a bonus to Yilo Krobo.
We have 24 centimeters.
That's correct. Atebubu SHS. The radius is 17 centimeters, and the distance from the center to the cord is 8 centimeters. Yes.
Please, we have 30 centimeters.
Yes, that's correct. A preamble. Mention the type of joint that exists at the following location. The type of joint. Yilo Krobo. Between adjacent vertebra or vertebrae, plural, in the vertebral column of humans.
We have slightly movable joint.
No. A bonus. St. Monica's. Flat skull bones of humans. So the skull, skull. Flat skull bones of humans.
We have immovable joints.
No. Yilo Krobo.
We have sutures.
Yes, I'll take that. Atebubu. Between carpal and metacarpal. Carpal and metacarpal of the thumb of humans.
Gliding joint.
No, a bonus. Okay, so the carpal and metacarpal is the saddle joint, and then between adjacent vertebrae is the cartilaginous joint. A preamble. A potential divider is composed of a 50 ohm resistor and a resistor of resistance R. A potential difference V is applied across the divider network. I'll take that again. A potential divider is composed of a 50 ohm resistor and a resistor of resistance R. A potential difference V is applied across the divider network. Yilo Krobo. Find R. If the voltage across the 50 ohm resistor is 10 volts, when V equals 20 volts.
We have 25 ohm.
No, a bonus. St. Monica's.
We have 10 ohm.
No. I'll come back to the answer. St. Monica's. Find V if R equals 75 ohms and the voltage across the 50 ohm resistor is 10 volts.
We have 6 volts.
That's not correct. A bonus. Okay, Atebubu SHS. Find the voltage across the 50 ohm resistor if R equals 25 ohms and V equals 30 volts. Yes.
60 ohms.
No. A bonus. Okay. Yilo Krobo, your answer was 50 ohms. St. Monica's 25 volts. Atebubu 20 volts. A preamble, and listen to this carefully. Give the name of one element on the periodic table with a 2-letter symbol beginning with the letter indicated. I'll take that again. Give the name of one element on the periodic table with a 2-letter symbol beginning with the letter indicated. Yilo Krobo, your letter is F. Yes, Gabriel.
Francio.
Yes, that's correct. St. Monica's. L.
We have lithium.
Yes, that's correct.
We have X equals 12.
That's correct. Atebubu SHS. Log to the base 4 of the expression x minus 1 plus 1. 1 is outside the bracket. Equals log to the base 4 of the expression 2x plus 6. Yes, Emmanuel.
X equals 5.
Yes, that's correct. Okay. So a preamble states specifically where the following reactions take place. I'll give you a reaction. Tell me the specific place it happens. Yilo Krobo, the Krebs cycle.
It occurs in the matrix of the mitochondria.
That's correct. St. Monica's. Glycolysis.
It occurs in the cytoplasm.
That's correct. A preamble. A fixed quantity of ideal gas undergoes an isobaric process. Find the final volume of the gas if its initial volume is 2.4 times 10 to the power 2 Kelvin. Go ahead, Gabriel.
We have 3.2 by 10 exponent negative 5 meter cube.
That's correct. St. Monica's initial temperature is 3.6 times 10 to the power 2 Kelvin, and final temperature is 2.4 times 10 to the power 2 Kelvin.
We have 1.6 times 10 exponent minus 5 meter cube.
That's correct. Atebubu SHS. Its initial temperature is 3.2 times 10 to the power 2 Kelvin, and its final temperature is 4.8 times 10 to the power 2 Kelvin. If you have an answer, speak into the microphone.
Please, we have 3.6 times 10 power negative 5 meter cube.
That's correct. Our last set of questions for this round. Give the name of the reaction by which an alkene is formed from Yilo Krobo, an alcohol. Yes.
Dehydration.
That's correct. St. Monica's, an alkyl halide.
We have dehalogenation.
That's not correct. Yilo Krobo.
We have dehydrohalogenation.
That's correct. Atebubu, an alkyne. Yes.
Dehydrohydrogenation.
No. Yes. Yilo Krobo.
Hydrogenation.
No. So it's reduction, a partial or controlled reduction. Okay, that brings us to the end of round one. Okay, so before I announce the scores and we go on to round two, there are some protests here that I would like to address. My favorite protests are the ones that come from other schools against other schools. Like they are watching so keenly that they see where somebody got wrong and they want to correct that anyway. So Yilo Krobo. The last chemistry question about how to get an alkene from an alkyne. They said hydrogenation for the bonus, and I did not accept it and said I would rather accept reduction. But then hydrogenation is a type of reduction, and that's a specific one that occurs from alkyne to alkene, so I would accept it. And then Yilo Krobo again. So the joints, the first biology set of questions, so the joints. So actually this protest is coming from both St. Monica's and Yilo Krobo. So they think that, or they believe that I should accept the immovable joint and the partially or slightly immovable joint. Okay, so, joints can be classified based on different things, based on the tissue that is found at the joint, and also based on the level of movement at the joint. And since my question did not specifically state based on which classification they should name this type of joint, I would have to accept it. So I'd accept both answers. Now to my favorite protest from Yilo Krobo. They say I should not give partial mark to Atebubu for saying mitochondria. I won't even, I'll give it so they can have the mark. Okay. And this is because, so there are very few questions that I don't even have to use my discretion. I know for sure what to do. In the question, the consultant clearly says that if they say mitochondria, I should give 1. If they say inside of the mitochondria, I should give 2. And if they say the inner membrane of the mitochondria, I should give 4 marks. So that is easy for me to do. Okay. So at the end of round 1, here are the scores. Atebubu Senior High School, 13 points. St. Monica's Senior High School, 14 points. Yilo Krobo Senior High School, 24 points. Round 2. Round 2 is the Pepsodent speed race. And here what happens is each question that is read out is open to all the schools at the same time. At any time, if you have an answer, you ring your bell. I'll stop and allow you to give your answer. If you give the first correct answer, 3 points. Second correct answer, 2 points. Third correct answer, 1 point. So this means anytime there's an incorrect answer, if you rang your bell, you can go on to give the subsequent answer. But as we go on, the marks reduces, okay? If you answer incorrectly, there's a penalty point of 1. You have an answer. And whenever you ring your bell, you have 3 seconds to give me an answer, okay? If within the 3 seconds you haven't started giving your answer and you are just delaying us, we'll go on to another school if they have rang their bell, okay? This speed race is sponsored by Pepsodent toothpaste. Every smile matters. Our first question for the speed race. A constant 15 Newton meter torque is maintained on an initially stationary body. Find the time in which the angular momentum of the body increases to 3 joule seconds. Yilo Krobo SHS. Yes.
0.2 seconds.
That's correct. What is the time constant of an RL circuit with R equals 50 ohms and L equals 50 microhenry? St. Monica.
We have 1 microsecond.
That's correct. Find the natural frequency of a spring mass system with spring constant 36 Newton per meter and mass 0.16 kilogram. Yilo Krobo.
15 rads per second.
No, that's not correct. .4 hertz. Calculate the enthalpy of combustion of methane given the standard enthalpies of formation in kilojoules per mole of methane, carbon dioxide, and water. So in that order, methane, carbon dioxide, and water, and they are 75, minus 400, and minus 280, respectively. Yilo Krobo.
Minus 1035 kilojoule per mole.
No. St. Monica's.
We have minus 605 kilojoule per mole.
No. minus 885 kilojoules per mole. After 12 hours, 56.0 milligrams of a radioisotope decays to 1.75 milligram. What is the half-life of the isotope? Yilo Krobo. Answer.
2.5 hours.
No. $2.4 hours. An amount of gas in a 60 dm cube container at 200 kilopascal is compressed at constant temperature until the volume decreases by 25 dm cube. What is the final pressure of the gas? Yes, Atebubu.
We have 480 kilopascal.
That's correct. What name is given to the one large shield-shaped cotyledon in the embryo of the wheat grain? The one large shield-shaped cotyledon. Yilo Krobo. Answer. No. It's the scutellum. What name is given to the resting and inactive stage in the insect life cycle? Resting and inactive stage. Oh. The pupa stage. Why are prokaryotic cells more resistant to osmotic shock than eukaryotic cells? St. Monica's.
Prokaryotic cells have a more resistant cell wall, that is, cell walls that are adapted to resist the permeation of water into the cell of the prokaryotes, whilst eukaryotic cells have only the cell membrane, and hence water can move into the cell easily and out of the cell easily. So prokaryotic cells have more adaptive cell walls that resist the movement of water into the cell.
Has anybody rang their bell? No. Okay. No. So St. Monica, that's incorrect. But some eukaryotes also have cell walls. So it's not. So it's just because the cell wall of the prokaryotes have peptidoglycan. Okay, that is what makes it resistant. So, yeah. Find the inverse of the function f of x equals an expression with numerator 2x plus 3 and denominator x minus 5. St. Monica's.
We have y equals, we have the inverse of the function to be y equals 5x plus 3 all over x minus 2.
That's correct. Evaluate, and listen to this carefully, evaluate cos, bracket open, 2 cos inverse, another bracket open, 1 over root 2, bracket closed, bracket closed. St. Monica's.
0.
Good, that's correct. Atebubu. I'm sorry. All the schools. And this is the last question for the round. Evaluate the limit. Limit as x approaches -4 of an expression with numerator x squared plus 2x minus 8 and denominator x plus 4. St. Monica's
have
SHS. Answer.
3/4.
No. Who rang the bell next? Atebubu.
We have -6.
That's correct. Atebubu was telling me that question was theirs. That's why I was calling their name even before. That brings us to the end of round 2. At the end of the second round, the scores are Atebubu Senior High School, 18 points. Here we have the problem of the day, and it's a common problem that will be presented to all the schools at the same time. They are required to provide a solution on their screen, and they have 4 minutes to do that. After 4 minutes, when the bell goes, you take your seat. I come to the screen, evaluate your solution, and then light on the rate of photosynthesis. Based on the graph that has been provided, answer the following questions. At what point or points, is it A, B, or C, in the curve, is light a limiting factor? Explain your choice. What could be the limiting factors in region A? And what do C and D on the curve represent? Start work. Okay, so the schools have presented their solutions on the screen. I would go through the solution as presented by the biology consultant, then we can talk about the marks. So they were given a figure, and that showed the effect of light on the rate of photosynthesis. They were to answer some questions based on that. So they were to indicate which point or points in the curve that light was a limiting factor and explain. They were also to mention or to write what could be the limiting factor or factors in region A, and also to indicate what C and D represent on the curve. Okay, so it was a nice graph moving up a bit, and then it flattens up, and then they were labeled differently. Okay, so the solution. Light is a limiting factor at A and 50% of B, which is due to the increase in the photosynthetic rate with an increase in the intensity of light. So if you said light was a limiting factor at A or 50% B and gave the reason that it was due to increased rate in photosynthesis and increased intensity of light, you get 2 points for that. The limiting factors in region A could be light, CO2, and water. For each one you mentioned, I'll give you 2 marks so that you get 6 marks there, and that will come to 8. And then C indicates a stage beyond which light is not a limiting factor. And D also is the line beyond which the intensity of light does not affect the photosynthetic rate. Another 2 to make up 10. So the solutions from the school, St. Monica's. So they mentioned that light is a limiting factor at A, but they couldn't come forward with a reason, so they have 1 mark for that. And they also talked about C and D representing a place where photosynthesis was not happening. Yeah, I gave them 1 mark for each of that, C and D. But and I actually gave them 1 mark for saying less amount of oxygen, even though that's not the same as carbon dioxide. So in total, they have 3 marks out of 10. Yilo Krobo Senior High School, they also said it was a limiting factor at A. They talked about light intensity light being one of the limiting factors. So I gave them 2 for that. And they also explained C and D that the photosynthetic rate was constant at that point. They also had 4 out of 10. Atebubu, they mentioned that light is a limiting factor at B, but then they talked about the increased intensity of light there, so they also had 1 point for that. They were able to mention that light, CO2, and water are limiting factors in region A. So they had 6 points for that, and that comes to 7. And that was all they answered. So they are 7 out of 10. So Atebubu 7, St. Monica's 3, Yilo Krobo 4. Before we go on to round 4, Atebubu Senior High School would like Noah to come on for Emmanuel. Round 4. This is a true or false round, and in this round, for each question that is read out, I want the contestants to tell me if it's true or false. If you answer correctly, 2 points. If your answer is incorrect, there's a penalty point of 1. If you are bailed out or decline to answer, another school can answer for the same rules. 2 points if they are correct, a penalty point of 1 if the answer is incorrect. In this round, I'll begin with St. Monica's Senior High School. The expression x plus 2 is a factor of x cubed plus 4x squared plus 6x minus 2.
We have false.
Yes, it's false. Atebubu, the expression x plus 3 is a factor of x cubed plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 9. Yes.
Please, it is true.
Yes, it's true. Yilo Krobo, the expression x plus 4 is a factor of x cubed plus 4x squared plus 2x plus 8. Yes.
True.
Yes, it's true. St. Monica's, Pascal's principle only applies to liquids.
False.
Yes, that's false. Atebubu, Pascal's principle explains why water and ethanol mix to form a homogeneous substance.
Please, it is false.
It's false. And all eyes should be on me, okay? No looking into the crowd. Yilo Krobo, Pascal's principle only applies to objects that float on water. Yes.
False.
Yes, it's false. St. Monica's, bacteria, so that's a preamble. Bacteria, fungi, and lower plants survive during adverse conditions by bacteria, fungi, and lower plants survive adverse conditions by St. Monica's, suspended growth.
True.
Yes, that's true. Atebubu, migration. Yes.
Please, it is true.
No, it's false. Yilo Krobo, formation of thick-walled spores. Yes.
True.
Yes, it's true. A preamble. For a completely gaseous reaction, St. Monica's, changing the pressure will change the direction of the equilibrium.
True.
No, it's false. Atebubu. Increasing the pressure will shift the equilibrium to the product side if it has a greater number of moles than the reactants. Look at me.
It is true.
No, it's false. Yilo Krobo. Increasing the temperature will always lead to an increase in the rate of the reaction. Yes.
True.
Yes, it's true. St. Monica's. When it is 4 p.m., the reflex angle between the hands of a clock is 230 degrees.
False.
Yes, that's false. Atebubu. When it is 3 a.m., the acute angle between the hands of a clock is 90 degrees.
True.
No, it's false. An acute angle can't be 90 degrees, can it? Yilo Krobo. When it is 6 p.m., the angle between the hands of a clock is a straight angle. Yes.
True.
Yes, that is true. St. Monica's. If a net, non-zero force is applied to a moving object, the object changes its direction of motion and moves in the direction of the net force.
False.
Yes, that's false. Atebubu. The acceleration of an object is always in the same direction as the motion of the object.
It's false.
Yes, it's false. Yilo Krobo. If a net non-zero force is applied to a stationary object, the object begins to move in the direction of the net force. Yes.
True.
Yes, it's true. A preamble. Gibberellins can promote seed germination because of their influence on St. Monica's, the rate of cell division.
False.
It's false, yes. Atebubu. Absorption of water through hard seed coat.
It's false.
Yes, it's false. Yilo Krobo. Synthesis of abscisic acid. Yes.
False.
Yes, it's also false. Our last set of questions for this round. St. Monica's, rubidium plus and selenium 2 minus are isoelectronic.
True.
Yes, it's true. Atebubu, cesium plus and iodine 1 minus are isoelectronic.
It's true.
Yes, it's true. Yilo Krobo, strontium 2 plus and arsenic 3 plus are isoelectronic. Yes.
False.
Yes, that is false. That brings us to the end of round 4. At the end of the 4th round, here are the scores. Atebubu Senior High School, 32 points. St. Monica Senior High School, 36 points. Yilo Krobo Senior High School, 43 points. So this is a very keen contest. And we are in round 5. We determine the school that qualifies automatically for the 1-8 stage. And if there are any probable high-scoring runner-ups, okay? That's how we are going to determine the winner of this contest. 4 riddles, different clues. I'll read them out to you. They are to enable you solve for the riddles. At any time, if you have an answer, ring your bell. I'll stop, allow you to answer. If you give me a correct answer on the first clue, 5 points. Second clue, 4 points. Any clue thereafter, 3 points. If your answer is incorrect, there's no penalty. Your marks are safe. You just stay out of that particular riddle and you let your 2 contesting schools compete for that riddle. You come back for the next riddle. In this round, we have what we call the Gore Riddle Bonanza. If you're able to solve 3 of the riddles correctly, Gore would give your team 800 Ghana cedis. If you solve all 4 correctly, then you win 1,200 Ghana cedis from Gore in the Gore Riddle Bonanza, which is proudly sponsored by Goyle, Good Energy. So on to our riddles. Our first riddle. I am one of the famous biological studies. My name in Latin means to study a house. My name was first coined in 1866 by a German scientist named Ernst Haeckel. Ancient scientists like Aristotle studied me through natural histories. I am the study of interactions of organisms. Yilo Krobo.
Ecology.
That is correct. Our next riddle. I am a solid compound. I am lighter than what I am made of. I am mostly found in cold environments, especially at the poles. I am slippery to touch. Yilo Krobo.
Ice.
That is correct. Our next riddle. I am a 4-digit odd number. My first digit is an identity. My other digits are primes. My digits form an increasing linear sequence. Yes, St. Monica's.
1, 2, 3, 5.
No. Okay. The common difference is the only prime of its type. My last digit is the largest single-digit prime. Who am I? Yes, Yilo Krobo.
1,000 237.
No. Atebubu.
1,357.
That's correct. You are told that the common difference is the only prime of its type. So it's 2. The common difference must be 2. Our last riddle. I am a named law in physics. I am a dynamical law. I express an invariance principle. I precede the law that establishes the equation of motion of an object. I am the law of St. Monica's.
Newton's second law of motion.
No. I am the... Did anybody ring their bell? I am the law of inertia. Who am I? Yilo Krobo.
Newton's first law of motion.
That is correct. That brings us to the end of round 5. In that final round, Yilo Krobo Senior High School answered 3 out of the 4 riddles correctly. And so they win 800 Ghana cedis in the Girl Riddle Bonanza. Congratulations, Yilo Krobo Senior High School, on that win. At the end of round 5, here are the scores. Atebubu Senior High School, 35 points. St. Monica Senior High School, 36 points. Yilo Krobo Senior High School, 52 points. With that score, Yilo Krobo Senior High School is the school number 34 to qualify for the 1/8 stage of the competition. Congratulations, gentlemen. It is a well-deserved win. Well done.